Ayo, welcome in to CHGO Bets Daily. I feel like is this over? Let's try that again. Ayo, welcome. No, it still sounds loud. Oh, well. Oh, Ayo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. I'm trying to be animated. I'm trying to be lively on this beautiful Monday morning, and it just sounds like my mic is horrible. So, hey, there's another expense. Life is expensive. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Alongside me, my partner in degeneracy, Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. How you doing?
Oh, dude. I've been better. But at least gambling wise, I've been really good. I'm in the green, dude. I was you know how you can use the Action Network app to track your bets. I have made on the MLB season this year, I've made over $100 total in terms of full season, which is unreal because you know how much I hate gambling on baseball.
Yeah, people always said it was tough, but I'm like, we're just two geniuses. I don't think it's going to be bad for us. I think this month I'm up like 200, but that's just because I made like two great bets in Vaughn Homer and then Mage to win the Kentucky Derby. But I don't know. I feel pretty. I think those are my two winning days. So I'm really waiting just to crumble here.
My last 30 days, I'm up $62, but for MLB, I'm up 117 overall. So, it's been a profitable time. If you've been riding the hit parlays, you've been riding any of the other shit, congratulations. The record is 41-87 the last few months, but the thing is that's what happens when you do parlays, I guess.
And here's one thing too. Someone who else has been up during MLB is Bennett Carroll. He's from White Sox Twitter. I know your Cubs Twitter.
I know who he is. Yeah.
But Bennett has been doing first five parlays and been absolutely killing it this year. And he's asking, who do we like first five? Bennett, you're the one winning money, my friend. You're the one who has to give us the good info. Cody, I know you do have some MLB picks. I think you have two actual teams you're taking today, and then you also have a player prop. So if there are any other outside of the ones that you're going to take, who do you like in first five?
Well, in first five, I love the Brewers plus 5 today, mainly because the Cardinals coming off Sunday Night Baseball, and I have learned a trend from our friends at Just Baseball. Peter Appel, he's been riding this trend for a while. He's been fading the teams coming off Sunday Night Baseball. And the Cardinals played Sunday Night Baseball last night in Boston, traveling back home now, and they have to face the Brewers. Brewers going with Freddie Peralta, and they're going with Jack Flaherty, who has not been very good. Peralta definitely, I would say, has been better than Flaherty at the very least. I'm riding the Brewers money line tonight, but also I don't mind Brewers plus or first five as well. I know a few of the Cardinals hitters have seen Peralta very well. Goldschmidt, Arenado, obviously. But also the Brewers hitters have seen, there's a handful of Brewers hitters that have seen Flaherty pretty well too. So I kind of like the over in that, but I also think Brewers are going to win tonight. Also, Wilson Contreras is catching Flaherty tonight, and the Cardinals are 6-17 whenever he catches. So
taking Flaherty under K-prop.
Yeah, I love the Brewers tonight. I hate it. I honestly need the Brewers to lose, but I also, if the Cubs are going to mentally destroy me every week, watching the Cardinals lose at least makes it a little bit better. So right. I do think the Brewers win tonight. Whether you want to take on the money line, they were at minus 115 before we logged on. I got them at minus 110 last night. So it's pretty even. Vegas thinks it's going to be a close one, so we'll see. But I think that's a good one for first five as well. Just based off the trends that I've read about. I want to say that fading the Sunday Night Baseball winner has hit well over 50% this year. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's ride. One other play, Nick Foltz is asking, what's the Mets national play? I like Mets over 5.5 team runs at plus 100 or plus 105. Going up against Patrick Corbin, mostly a right-handed lineup that hits for power. Patrick Corbin gives up a ton of barrels. I could see a Pete Alonso homer as well. Nick is saying Brewers currently minus 116. I like the Brewers play. I'm going to stick with the NL Central, though. I see Bennett's play. It doesn't include this one. The Reds have been scoring a ton of runs. I think that they can jump over Connor Siebold. They'll be in Colorado, and they got Hunter Green going. Breaking ball stuff, diminishes there, but Ubaldo Jimenez had a ton of success in Colorado because of that great fastball. So I do think Hunter Green could have some success tonight. I'd take them first 5. You can get them minus 140 on the first 5 money line. I would take that, but I'm not the pro. Bennett's saying LA, Seattle, Milwaukee, Houston, and Arizona, which is another team you have. What are you riding on the Diamondbacks?
Well, I'm taking the alternate line minus 2.5 because they're playing the A's. And you know me, Sean, I've been fading the A's all season. It was another profitable weekend fading the A's outside of Saturday. The Rangers won 11-3 yesterday, and I'm pretty sure they blew them out on Friday as well. I think Saturday is the one game that the A's won. But they got swept by the Yankees last week, and the Rangers won 2 out of 3. I mean, it's just been profitable fading the Athletics, whether you want to do it on the money line or I'm doing it tonight to get plus odds. I think the 1.5, the Diamondbacks are like minus 130, which is fine. Like listen, the A's, it's baseball. Anyone can win any given day. But I really like this Diamondbacks team, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna, sprinkle a little. I'm gonna push the odds a little bit and see if they can win by 3 tonight. So yeah, that's what I'm riding. So I like the first 5 parlay that Benez came up with here with
I have to Arizona. Ride it now. The fact that he's in here, 100% have to.
Yeah. I think I will ride as well. But yeah, no. I also he even has Houston in there, who they're playing the Cubs tonight. I like it. Jameson Taillon has given, like, when he's not been great this year, it's because of the long ball. And if you just look at the matchups, he's given up a long ball to like 5 different Astros players that will probably be in their starting lineup tonight. So on top of the fact,
go bet homers outside of Jose Abreu.
Yeah, except for Jose Abreu. I would say Yordan Alvarez or Kyle Tucker or Alex Bregman are a good bet. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how to feel about the Cubs going into the series. I don't feel great. They just lost 2 or 3 to the Twins. Now they got to go to Houston. I know Houston has been kind of underwhelming to start the year, but they are coming off winning a series against your team. So they're coming home feeling good about themselves probably. And Jameson Taillon hasn't necessarily been what we had expected yet. But his last 2 starts, he was on a pitch count because he was coming off the injured list, and they didn't have him take rehab starts. So I'm hoping that, for my sake as a Cubs fan, that he's able to have a no pitch count on him tonight, and is able to go out there and give the Cubs a chance to win. But I do like the home run prop, and I could see the Astros leading after 5 in this one. So
yeah, I'm not trying to disrespect my man BK, who's giving out this 5-team parlay here. But I am going to switch it up a bit, which is, hey, bet responsibly, folks. I'm going to go with a 5-team parlay, just like Bennett is in the first 5 innings. I'm going to go Reds. You said Reds would have been a pick if I didn't have 5 games. Love riding Hunter Green. I'll go with your Brewers. You sold me on the Brewers. I'll go with the Diamondbacks. You sold me on the Diamondbacks. I like the Twins.
Yeah.
I know they're going Minnesota to LA, but they're going up against Noah Syndergaard, who has
not been very good.
Pretty bad. Diminished velocity. Yep. Joe Gallo is going to get a revenge game, so I'll probably have to bet him home run.
Revenge. He did hit. He hit 2 home runs this past weekend?
He hit one to literally the other Twin City. Yeah. And then I'll take the Mariners with BK. in the first 5 money line. So that's at minus 120. That's a 5-pick parlay, 15 to 1 odds, or 15.5 to 1 odds. So call your sons, call your daughters. $10 wins 164.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. But let's take a quick break. If you guys do want to hang out with us or chat with us, maybe you're live watching a game and want to send us a message, go and become a CHGO diehard. When you sign up, you do get a free shirt, and we have a ton of cool designs. We have a north side and south side one that just was released for the Crosstown. So you can either pick Cody's side or you can pick my side, and you can have an awesome shirt too. You get some stickers as well in a box that also comes with a membership card. But most importantly, you get access to our Discord. And it's the CHGO Lounge, and you get to chat with us. And it's been very active in like the March Madness months, but Cody and I are looking for some friends. So if you are a degenerate looking to chat and you have been enjoying the content, hit that like button and go check out.
We've been pretty quiet lately. We've been pretty quiet lately in the sports betting Discord, but I think it's just because it makes me sad, but I think a lot of it is just because no one likes to get bet on baseball. So if you're watching because you love betting on baseball, it's a great time to sign up and let's chat it up. Like it was the Discord for the sports betting chat was lit during March Madness and college basketball season especially. So that's why you should sign up. That way we can have reasons to talk about betting on baseball.
All right. Let's hey, Dylan saying you're the man. Let's go into the Cubs game. No White Sox today.
Do we have to talk about it?
We have an off day. We'll have an off day show at 3:30. The Cubs, are taking on the Astros. We, the White Sox, just saw the Astros. I'm going to say one thing. They're not great. They're not capital G great. Okay. So that's what I'll say. And you are getting a tougher end of the stick because you literally have Framber Valdez today. We didn't face Valdez. Yeah. But I don't know if Taillon controls his stuff, he can get outs.
Yeah. That's my thing is like I believe that Taillon is way better than what we've seen. And a lot of it goes back to a start he had against the Dodgers back in April. Went 5 2/3 innings, only gave up 2 runs, 2 solo shots, of course. And the Cubs would have won that game if Michael Fulmer didn't blow it in the 9th inning. And then after that start, I was like, all right, well, that was his best start as a Cub. And he was coming off 2, not so great starts to start his Cubs tenure. And I was hoping, he's going to build some momentum off that. And what happens? He goes on the injured list because of, I think it was a groin injury. I can't remember. Anyway, he was on the IL. He came back. They didn't send him on a rehab stint or anything. And he's had 2 starts since coming off. One in Washington where he went 4 innings. He gave up 3 runs and it was all off a 3-run homer. And then his last start against the Cardinals, he gave up, I want to say 4 runs and he had some walk problems. And he was again on a pitch count. So he had his last start was the first one where I felt like where the walks were an issue. So he hasn't really had a walk problem in my opinion. I don't think throughout his career he's ever had a walk problem. So I just, take that as whatever. To me, it's like, will he be on a pitch count tonight? And I don't think he will since it's been 2 starts since coming off the IL. He's had extra day of rest with the off day that the Cubs had last Thursday. So I think he's going to be full reign. And the Cubs, honestly, they need him to go deep tonight because their bullpen is pretty taxed after the last 2 days, losing a combined 27-4, putting me in absolute shame. So I think if the Cubs are going to win tonight, Jameson Taillon will show up and be the $64 million pitcher that they paid for. And it will be tough because the Astros have seen him. He was with the Yankees. And so the Astros, like that, you look at the numbers, especially some of their best hitters, a lot of them have hit a homer off him and they don't have a lot of experience against him, but in the short experience that they have seen him, he's given up some homers. And that honestly, throughout this entire season, when he has pitched for the Cubs, the one thing I can say that is becoming a glaring issue as he is giving up the long ball too much. So,
yeah, Maldonado, Alvarez, Bregman, and Tucker all have won against Taillon.
So I would say tonight, I personally would not bet on the Cubs tonight. I personally would not. I like Christopher Morel over a half total bases at -105 because Christopher Morel has been on fire since getting called up. And I think that Vegas is just they are way behind. You can get them to just get a hit at -115 if you make a same game parlay. I haven't made the hit parlay yet because I want to see the lineup first. But which is wild that the odds are that different because over a half total bases, if you just take a single bet with it, is -105. And for him to get a hit is -115. I don't get it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So get on it while you still can. In my opinion, that's great value for a guy to just get a hit. The guy hit a 460-foot bomb yesterday. He's hot. He's been very, very good. Now, again, you want juicy odds. I'm gonna have the hit parlay later. It's probably gonna include Morel, and it's probably gonna include Yordan Alvarez. Honestly,
I mean, it doesn't have to be too much later, Cody. I'll tap dance a little bit to give you a little deep breath. But why not you take us through the hit parlay? Because I don't have much today. My Sox aren't playing. Yeah. So what's the hit parlay? Usually go 3 players from the Cubs game. Doesn't always have to be Cubs players.
Yeah. So right now, I'm thinking Morel and Alvarez. That puts it at +185. So to add one other player, I'm probably just because I don't feel good about the Cubs tonight, I'm probably going to go with 2 Astros and go with Kyle Tucker. If I were to pick another Cub, I probably would go with Seiya Suzuki just because he's a right-handed hitter and Valdez is a lefty. But Ian Happ has not hit well against lefties this year from the right side of the plate. Unlike last year when he was actually very good from the right side of the plate last year. He's off to a bad start from the right side this year. And Cody Bellinger, he's at -145, but lefty on lefty. He's actually not been bad against lefties, but Valdez is very, very, very good. So, I don't want to test that. So give me Suzuki. Probably. That's probably what it's going to be for me. +320 before you even use that DraftKings Sportsbook 20% boost for MLB same game parlay. So when you use that boost, it's up to +384. So it's again, I think those odds are boosted up just because Morel being -115. But I really do believe that Vegas just isn't they're not adjusting their value to Christopher Morel, who has gotten a hit in every game since he's been back. And he's not been getting cheap hits. He's been hitting the ball hard everywhere. So I'm going to keep riding that trend for as long as I can until I start to feel differently about him. So that would be it. Morel, Alvarez, and Suzuki are probably going to be my hit parlay tonight.
Well, there are a couple trends that I like to follow as well. Bennett Carroll, he keeps winning, so I'm going to follow him. I'll do the first 5 parlay. I also like following revenge games. Dom Smith now plays for the Nationals. He used to play for the Mets.
Yeah.
He walks a lot, so him to walk was at +170. I took that. Is he going to homer? Is he going to double? He doesn't have a single extra base hit off of a left-handed hit, pitch, or he has 1 double this year off of a left-handed or right-handed pitcher. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll go Dom Smith to walk at +170. Willie Adames to homer against Jack Flaherty at +550. And then the first 5, Reds first 5, Brewers first 5, Mariners first 5, Twins first 5, Diamondbacks first 5. And that's at +1520. 5 wins you 81. But the benefit of that is, you can push. So, you can push and still win money. So, maybe it's not 80 exactly. Maybe it's a nice 72. I don't know how to do that math. But, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, we had a good amount of people in here today for honestly not the greatest sports.
Literally.
Yeah, we got a handful of baseball games. We don't have NBA till tomorrow. I mean, everyone knows I don't bet hockey. So.
I bet hockey last night.
Did you?
Let me tell you about me betting hockey last night. I bet they gave you a plus 200 boost on first goal scorer. And I was like, I mean, looking at the numbers for like Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl to score a goal first, it's like plus 650. And then you could boost that to like plus 850. I'm like, baby, like I don't know. That just seems very weird. Can't really predict it. Then not even 30 seconds into the game, but puck bounces off the boards right in front of the Oilers goal and the Knights score. So they didn't even have a fucking chance. And then McDavid scored. But I bet Draisaitl. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm not a hockey guy. So
Yeah,
there you go. That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO.
I will say, related to the NBA, I put a future on the Nuggets to win it all after they went up. I think after they went up in the series, went up 3-2. I think I bet it then because I was right about them closing it out in Phoenix. Yeah, I got it at plus 240. Not like the greatest odds in the world, but I wanted something to cheer for the rest of the NBA playoffs. So there's my future for the NBA playoffs. I'm sure now that those odds are a little bit lower. I would say that either them or Boston are the odds-on favorites to win the title now.
Odds-on favorite to win the title. Also, I'll give this pick out. We'll go to the EPL game starting at 2:00. I'll take Liverpool minus 1.5, and that's at plus 150. Over Leicester City. Did my laptop just die? No, it just went.
No, you're here.
Okay, mercy. Just went dead. NBA futures. Why is it so long to scroll? There we go. Oh no, there we go. Okay. Celtics plus 100 to win the title.
Yeah.
Nuggets plus 240. Lakers plus 320. Heat 16-1.
Yeah, I mean,
Heat to win the Eastern Conference is 4-1.
They were a play-in team, but yeah,
but what? I mean, who gives it? Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, now it's the playoffs,
right? Well, and they've I've actually really
maybe
enjoyed
Jimmy's health.
Maybe I've really enjoyed these NBA playoffs. As much as I don't want LeBron to win, like they're a 7 seed, so it's like kind of fun to like watch them go as far as they have, even though I hope our friends at DNVR and the Denver Nuggets just sweep them in 4. But it's just like the same thing with Miami. They were a playing team and they've gotten this far. So the only reason I say this because I feel like the NBA is always so chalk in the playoffs. So
yeah. Well, and Nick is saying no way. It's Boston. I mean, they were down 3-2 to the Sixers.
They were down 3-2 to the Sixers, and the Sixers blew it.
And they don't play defense. Like that's the one thing is like Miami plays defense. They will play you so tightly. Like I mean, there are a lot of stats out there showing that Boston has a pretty bad defense. Maybe they just don't care about defense, but I don't know. Like if Jimmy Butler's ankle is healthy, we'll see, folks. We'll see. We'll talk about it tomorrow because we have shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Okay.
At 11 a.m.
We'll talk more about that game tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you have any more thoughts? I don't want to cut you off.
No, like I said, I just think Denver is the best team that's left. I think they have their depth is really the strong point, and you saw that against Phoenix. Like I know Phoenix didn't have Ayton in Game 6, and they didn't have Chris Paul the entire series, but they have the depth on that bench that allows them to rest their star players a little bit more than other teams, I think, and I think that they're going to get through the Lakers, not necessarily easily, but I think they can win that series in 6 and, go on to the finals. And I think they match up with any team. And I want someone to put some respect on Nikola Jokic, dude. Like he's won 2 MVPs. Probably should have won another MVP this year. And like, just no one talks about this guy. He's so good. So I'm rooting for our friends at DNVR to take the title.
I used to do an NBA thing in college, and I ended up meeting this guy from Philly. And my favorite player when I was doing it was Jokic pre-MVP. I was like, this guy's crazy. And his he's being from Philly. Of course, he's going to be an MB guy. So I've just always been talking shit with him. So, you know, after yesterday happened and that post game happened, I was talking, you know, a fair amount of trash. Because, like, how can you go and just be like, it's my fucking teammates?
Yeah. And then also he pulled out the Giannis line or whatever, the Giannis quote.
Oh, about failure?
Yeah, about failure.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
like, this is our excuse now. This is our new excuse. Every team that loses now is going to use the Giannis quote.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it at least be original with it. You know, don't just quote Giannis, who just said it. That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Thank you to Joey Spathis for producing the show. Joey, who's your final winner pick? Who's winning the finals?
For the NBA Finals?
Yes.
It's tough. Put me on the spot like that. I think Denver.
You've been listening to the show, so I don't know.
No, I've been listening. I didn't think you were going to ask me, and I honestly haven't been thinking a ton of. I've been thinking more about who's going to get to the finals, but I do like
who's going to get to the finals. Just give me the prediction.
Denver versus Boston. Denver versus Boston, but I do think Jokic is the best player in the world right now, and he just controls every game he's in. So it's hard to pick against that guy right now.
Thanks, Joey. We'll talk to everybody tomorrow at 11 a.m. Bye.